What's up, guys? It's Scion, and I'm back. And what I wanted to actually do today is talk about Vengeance, the new patch for Blade and Soul, and I wanted to actually talk about the state of the game after Vengeance. Now, the game is what I would always think the game would be right now. It's fun, still very active. Reddit is still popping, the forums are still popping, like everywhere. MMORPG.com, 2P.com, BNS Dojo, all of that is still very populated and the game is still flourishing. Now, a lot of people like to be naysayers and say that, the bots have ruined everything. And for a little while, the bots did kind of piss me off. I gotta admit, like when the game first came out, like 80% of my arena battles was bots. Bots were overrunning everywhere. And now it's not so much like that. I don't know what they did. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what script they ran, but it's not as bad as it was initially. Like maybe in arena, I get like maybe 40% of the fights compared to 80. That's cut in half now, so it's pretty good. And it's been like that for at least the last 2 weeks, where I'm not seeing too much of anything like that. And you're not seeing it that much happening in PvE either. Like you're not seeing that bots hanging around and like messing up queues and things like that, and dungeons and stuff, and hanging around at the instance, and all of a sudden magically they move when you get to the boss and stuff like that. Like you don't see anything like that hardly anymore. It does happen once in a while, but not nearly as much as it used to. As far as getting groups in dungeons, the only dungeon, or I guess instance, that was hard for me to actually get anybody is the new PvP battleground. That kind of like fell to the wayside now. I guess they need to do something a little bit about that. Maybe normalize the gear a little bit more, even though I know that really wasn't supposed to be the case for that. But it's kind of soured. People don't like getting steamrolled, and yeah, it happens. Like you got to even it out a little bit. Or maybe what you can do is raise the power of the people who are coming in to be more equal to whoever the strongest is in the dungeon. Maybe there could be some type of calculation for that to get their AP closer to that person, so they can actually stand the fighting chance towards that person. That might help out, make people more inclined to go in there if they feel that they have a fighting chance. Is what it is. You think about it, NC Soft. Think about that. As far as everything else, as far as with the Vengeance, I'm having a lot of fun in the Infinity Tower. It's making me rage, which is a good rage. It's not a rage like, oh, this sucks or nothing like that. Like, it's a good rage. Like, god damn it, like I need to figure out how to beat this damn dude. A lot of rewards for beating things in there, and it's just extra fun on top of the day, that when you don't really have anything else left to do, which is kind of hard sometimes, especially people with a whole bunch of not bots, a whole bunch of alts. Like, you guys are crazy. Those guys who got like 8 alts, like, nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. I got another alt, which is a Blade Dancer, and then when the Chi Master comes out, which is going to pretty much probably be talked about on the 9th, because there's going to be a live stream, and they're going to talk about, the coming things in the game. You guys probably got that email. I got the email about 2 hours ago. It's explaining what's going to be happening and giving us a nice, overlook on everything. It looked pretty good so far for what I've read. And like I said, the Chi Master is going to be coming soon, and we're going to get another tier onto the legendaries, which is definitely something that I want to see happen, even though I don't have a legendary. But just to know that it gets some extra power on it, that's always cool. And we have new dungeons coming soon, as far as new Bopay or Soul Shields. So definitely look forward to all of that. And get into the game. If you're on the outside looking in, it's really not hard at all. Like, it's just more or less about skill. Like Mushin and the Tower of Infinity is more about skill than gear, because you can do things like relatively like disgusting as if you got the skill set. If you know how to fight certain classes, like you can beat somebody 550. Well, somebody 550 cannot do Mushin properly, but you can do it at 450. You can even do it at 400. And like I said in the past video, some of these have done it with a broken weapon. So if somebody could do all the way, all of that with a broken weapon, why can't you? Why can't you with your main gear? Look at that video and see how he did it with the broken weapon, being that his gear was that lowered, his AP was that lower, and figure it out. It's not that hard. So with that said, how do I finally feel about the game? Dungeons are fun. PvP is fun. It needs more world stuff. Even though we just got a new world thing, or the world things are like grindy. I would prefer stuff to happen like randomly, like maybe some type of roaming events or roving events or something like that, a world event that happens and stuff like that. That'll make the world feel more alive. Everything just feels like one giant instance you zone in through, which is technically what it is. And I feel the game would be better suited that if it was like a progressive world, a world where things happen more, like, you know, you get like remnants of Jin or something like that, or, you know, or Musin trying to come in and trying to hate or something like that. There's random things that, you know, make stuff feel like, hey, you know what, I'm not just playing something simulated and just going along a string along a straight line and just being bored and stuff like that. Like, I prefer stuff like that. And I also prefer that we had a little bit more emphasis on making everybody react to each other, because right now, like, I barely have to talk to people, except for people recognizing me from the videos, which usually makes them talk to me and things like that. But other than that, I don't really have to talk to anybody. Like, you know, you don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to. You don't have to socialize with anybody, other than if you want to, like, in a random, like in a dungeon or something like that, you want to try to give people a little bit of you know, headway on stuff like that, like in the Yetis, like, if, like, they'll tell people get on the damn ice and do it right, or if there's another FM and my cooldown is down, like Sheaf, you know, things like that. Like, I'll you know, speak out and type for things like that. But no, other than that, you don't have to talk. And I wish that there was another, like, just some type of emphasis on, you know, getting some, just a little bit more social interaction. I think the game would benefit from that too. Just a little bit more, a little something, something. No, people are annoying, so sometimes you just don't even want to talk to people. But, like, you know, just a little something, something as far as social interaction. And as far as, like, the PvP, like fighting the damn Blade Master is annoying. Like, that's the worst thing ever as a Force Master. But, you know, you gotta have somebody who can mess up your whole feel. So I give this game 8 out of 10. Give it an 80. It's like, what's like a B plus? Yeah, it's like a B plus. I feel that it has a long way to go, and it's definitely going to be around for a very long time. So get in there if you haven't. Give it a try, and I think you would enjoy the game. I'm really being honest with that. I know a lot of people are a little bit hard on it right now, especially with the whole bot situation, and sometimes people don't like things along with the store, but I think it's actually worth playing. So you guys be legendary, and I will see you next video. Peace. Appreciate everybody who stops by and watches my channel. So if you'd like to see more of my videos, you can click the top right end card and see more of my videos on the playlist, or you can click the bottom right and subscribe to the channel. Once again, one love, and thanks for stopping by. Peace.